Morning. It's February 17th, 2016. Let's see, 11:55 a.m. and I'm just going to do a short video here of the water flowing off the trail and into Mr. Pimentel's land, where he likes it, because it keeps the wetlands in here nice and moist and keeps the habitat the way it's been for a long time. Here's Mr. Pimentel's stump pile. All kinds of water flowing here. Going around the left of his stump pile, coming from the trail. You can see the Livingstone's house. I'll go up onto the trail a little to show you where the Livingstone's house is. Up there. Mr. Pimentel's garage is over in there. And here's the water. I'm going to walk beyond the stump pile because I want to show how the water keeps the ground beyond the stump pile moist. Because the water runs 6 to 7 months of the year, as I've been told. And you can see the water's pooled up in front of the stump pile. And we're going to go around the right-hand side of the stump pile. The water is also flowing on the left-hand side. Some grass is growing. You can tell the water was gushing even more before, but you see how damp it is in here. The water is just flowing, and the soil here is so rich. Now, this is where I'm behind the stump pile now. There's water flowing on one side. I'm going to go on the other side. I'll show you how it's flowing on the other side too. This is the opposite side of the stump pile. The water is also flowing around the opposite side. You can see some mosses and certainly some sand in here too. Now, over here you don't really see much. You see just some wet leaves, but then when you walk it's patchy. You know, you see nothing here. No water to be seen. But look, bubbling right out of the ground right here. As you continue, we're more towards the left-hand side of the back of the stump pile right now. And you go and it's certainly, you can see it's flowing here. Get out of the sun. The water's flowing. And you come over here, and it's just damp. But as you keep going, the soils are again really rich. You keep coming. I think the more you go in here, you're going to see there's some puddled up water that stays damp. You know, you see the mosses on the rocks here also. Look, some puddled up water here. And you see it's still bubbling up out of the ground over here. Very tough to see, but you look at it. It's like it flows under the leaves. Now, we're still to the left-hand side, behind the stump pile, walking away from Star Trail. If you look, this land in here gets a lot of flow. You know, there's puddles here. My feet are already drenched, but it's very important that you see how this land is a lot lower, and you'll see there's some grasses here that are growing. I don't know if they're what kind of grasses. I'm not really up on all that stuff. You can see this whole area in here is like a pond. It's all pooled up in here. And I'm sure, you know, my feet are already wet. I might as well walk. Look, you can see it's still bubbling here and there. So the water's definitely flowing. It's flowing down here, but it saturates the whole area. Then it flows beyond it. And this is what Mr. Pimentel's trying to protect. These areas that have been, you know, damp for a long, long time. They've been getting the water for 100+ years. And if the water's removed, this habitat in here for the mosses and the plants and probably other animals will be destroyed, you know. You can see it's all damp in here. Now the water doesn't necessarily stop. You know, you can look where the snow is, and you can tell. No, the stump pile's way back there now. But you can tell the water flows in this whole area because the snow's all melted. You can tell it keeps continuing this way, and over on the right-hand side, it also continues when the water's flowing heavily. Now I'm not going to walk all the way down a new road, but I think if you came in here, you did a good walk, you'd find that this water does make it all the way to New Road, to the culvert. It's definitely damp in here still, pooled up. You know, it's high on the right, it's high on the left, the water's flowing right through the middle here. And that's just what I wanted to show, how the grasses and everything here definitely get damp and moist all the time. I don't know if it's a great of importance to protect these wetlands, but it's certainly, you know, certainly damp. Now I'm walking back towards the stump pile now. Now not that far, you know, we didn't see some water, but now we see it flowing again here. You know, if you walk around here, there's water flowing everywhere. You just got to find the right spot where it decides to pop up. You know, I'm going to follow this one here. We're behind Mr. Pimentel's house now. His house is over there. And I think that's enough. I mean, you can see the grasses here growing. I just want to prove that this whole area gets water and maintains its dampness because of the water coming off that trail for 6 to 7 months a year. Thank you.